cool.
Weird.
We're seeing Deadpool, oh my gosh!
Think about what he did. My sister has it. Yes. It's you.
I know.
Wintertime here at Hogsmeade Village.
Lieutenant Dane.
Hello, Forrest.
You got new legs.
Titanium alloy.
Time for my summer sizzle. Cool as a cherry popsicle.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
It's happening. It's dish time. I've always wanted to do this in front of you.
Creating content that enlightens and lifts you up.
Dish, sir, dish.
Me at Splash Mountain. Just pepper these in here.
Hello, everyone. This is Kermit the Frog reporting live from the final showing of Muppet Vision 3D.
Right? God, I missed our daily dishes.
Yes, indeed.
You know, I really don't remember you being this opinionated.
Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the dish!
Hey. So, let's dish.
What do you want to dish about?
Anything you guys want. This is your time.
Welcome back, Fun Fam. And if you're brand new to the channel, hey, welcome in to Follow the Bradley's Fun. This is The Dish with yours truly. I am Ron E. Bradley, your Mr. Nice Guy of the Internet. Way too nice sometimes. Unless you have to live with me, then it's a whole different story. I hope that wherever you are out there in the world, you are having a phenomenal day, whether that is middle of the day, afternoon, morning, evening, night. If you're Juliet, could be what? I don't know. Middle of the night sleeping. I don't know. Anyway, but there are people out there watching from all around the globe, and I want to thank each and every one of you for coming in today to Follow the Bradley's Fun. Please do hit that like button on your way in. By the way, speaking of the day, as of the recording and the live streaming of this, it is the 29th day of the month of April. It ends tomorrow. Tomorrow is the very last day. So we're getting in our probably last dish of the month of April. And please hit the like button on your way in. If you're watching on the replay, comment below replay gang and hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet subscribed. If you are subscribed, check that you're still subscribed. We are going for 16,000. We are 15,900 something, I think, right now. So we want to hit the want to hit 16 grand here in the next little bit, and hopefully even more than that. We're going for it all the way. I want to thank everybody for coming in today. Appreciate Vash for sending people over, and we have tried to coordinate things so that you guys you never have to worry about being without a show or some great information to watch. And then the way that I propagate my stories is on the days for the dish. We cover pop culture news, we cover things in the parks, we cover all of that on the dish. And of course the channel is about travel and fun and vacations, pop culture stories, right? It's really about stories and the story of your life and the story that you're creating with your life. So what I try to do on the dish is on the days that we're following a parks show, like on the Mondays and Wednesdays, I try to cover the pop culture stuff as much as possible. And Freedom Seeker, wow, thank you so much. That's awesome. That's halfway to the goal. I appreciate it. Look at all these new memberships I see it out there. So and then on the days when I follow pro on Tuesdays, then we try to keep it about the parks. So that way you're getting a lot of variety in your day, and you're not just getting the same stuff rehashed over and over, which can be out fine too, because you're getting different opinions on it, but that's great. Let's say hi to everybody in the chat. Chief William Schweiger, first in the house, says, what's up, everyone? Every time I see that now, I'm reminded of Ant-Man and who was it, Luis in Ant-Man, and he's like that beloved commercial, remember? What's up? Pikmin is cool is here in the house. Oh, perhaps, but will be forgotten when entity turns big. Yes, indeed. Linda Burns, I see you out there. Freedom Seeker, thank you so much for the gifties. Because I saw that you did that. We'll get to that in just a little bit. Thank you so much. Good to see you in the house. Bruce Newhouse is here. Howdy, all the beautiful people. Going Shogi, our great mod in the house. Thank you, Going Shogi. And my mom is here. Hello. Hi, Mom. Everyone say hi, Mom. Hello. Hope everyone is having a beautiful day. Andy, I got to get that figment to you. We're trying to find the right box because the box that I put it in collapsed, and I want to make sure that it's going to get to you all in really, really good shape. So I got to get a new box, resend it. So, but it's happening. Yep, I did. I forgot to roll the intro. Bash Guy, Parkcast Ray 802RR, thank you so much. DJ Magnifie, I don't know if you saw it this morning, but it was a great launch on his channel. That was a great Falcon stream. Yeah, it was. Falcon, people, Falcon. Texas 8412. I'm in the intro. You are in the intro. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Texas. Nicole is here. Hi, Nicole. Nicole, good to see you. Freedom Seeker says, Go and Shogi, good to see you. And let's see. And Bruce and Captain Fandom Nerd. Hello, Captain Fandom Nerd. Great to see you in the house and in the chat. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit and see if there's anyone else I need to say hi to. I don't want to miss anybody. Mark. There you go, Mark. Oh, hi, Mark. Bash Guy Podcast Raid. That's right. It's a raid. Raiders of the Lost podcast. You know, we love you guys. We thank you guys so much. Indeed, do. Thank you guys for being here and for coming on in. It does a lot for me, and I appreciate it. I wish I could. Boy, how do I share my appreciation? I've always wondered. All I can do is tell you that you guys are the apple in my eye, the cream in my coffee, the gigawatts, the energon needed by the Autobots and the Decepticons, because you are my energon that gets this guy to transform and roll out to be here with you.
Toast, Autobots. Boy, these are good. I needed to refuel. Energy! This stuff's the greatest!
This stuff is the greatest. Hey, I want to let you guys know about something we got going on here at Follow the Bradley's Fun, the Spread Shop. If you haven't seen it yet, we'd have a spread shop. The last day to redeem 20% off everything happens to be today. All you got to do is hit that redeem button, and then you hit the shop now button like I just did, and you can check out all of the products here at Follow the Bradley's Fun. And we've got mugs, we've got bags, we've got t-shirts, hats, water bottles, take it to the parks with you. You've got stuff for the dish, so you can show off that you like to watch the dish on Follow the Bradley's Fun. You've got Make Disney Walt Again. All of that merchandise, for example, this hat, 20% off of that. It's going to be about $16-17. Not very expensive. Help support the channel. And if anybody buys anything from the spread shop during the live stream, and I think Go and Shogi put the link there in the chat. Yep, there it is. If you buy anything from the spread shop during the live stream, let me know, because we will celebrate that like it's a super chat, super thanks, super sticker, any of those types of things. And we love to celebrate you. That's our thing. We love to celebrate. So if there is any support from you all during the course of the show, whoa, I got big. I got way too big. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like being that big. I don't like taking off the full screen. I don't know. Anyway, but like this, for example, Freedom Seeker has already come in here and gifted 10 Follow the Bradley's Fun memberships. Thank you so much, Freedom Seeker. And that actually gets us halfway to one of our goals today. If we meet both goals, I will do something a little bit extra. But yes, we absolutely appreciate that, Freedom Seeker. So here's what we do. We celebrate all these. We celebrate whether it is a super chat, super thanks, super sticker, Freedom Seekers. We celebrate with dance and music and fun, and we celebrate together as a channel. And that's the important thing. This channel, this show is not about me. It's about you. It's about us being together. You guys make the show. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you. Well, let me do this first, and I'm going to tell you a story about something. Then we're going to bring our guest in. You make this for me. Like, this is so interactive, and I love it when we get interactive with us. So I want you to put some emojis in the chat when we celebrate. Dance emojis, heart emojis, fun emojis. If you're a member of the channel, you can put the member of the chat. We just turned the chat from gray to green, and if you're green, you got access to those member emojis. So put those down in the chat, and we're going to practice right now with Freedom Seeker. We're going to celebrate you, Freedom Seeker, and get ready with those emojis. Celebrate with us. Here we go. Thank you, Freedom. You know, it's funny. I just realized looking at my emojis, 'cause I don't think that I have the dish emoji, and I think that might be our next one that we do. So when we get up to enough members, at this point in time, I think I have to get, because we went way up. We had a giftee last month, and we went up like above 150. So I think we'd have to get like to 175 or 200 to get the next emoji of members. So Kit Kat is in the house. So yes, thank you very much. We do have the goal of 5 supers and 20 memberships. We got 10 memberships, so we get a combination. Maybe we don't even have to get all the way to 5. I don't know, maybe 3, something like that, and we'll do the extra show on Sunday. I was thinking about doing a double one where if we get one of them, if we get both of them, I'll do a live from the parks, and then you get to pick a park that I do a live stream from. Maybe Hollywood Studios. I don't know. But guys, thank you for coming in here. We have a special guest waiting for us in the green room without snacks. No snacks. That sucks. Gotta have the snacks. Who could be back there?
Afternoon, everybody.
But I have this.
It's see-through. What is it?
Pier 13 coffee.
Pier 13 coffee.
Yep. Local place near my town. Awesome. Stop in, have a drink, have a coffee, have a snack. They give me snacks, Ron.
Snacks are good.
You don't give me snacks, Ron.
I love snacks. Not you know what? I don't love packaged blueberries. Did you know that in the Avengers movie, the whole thing where Tony Stark offered Captain America a blueberry had to do with the fact that he could not stop, like RDJ can't stop snacking. And so he had it with him on the set, and he's just like, I'm going to use it as part of my character. It was
That's
all
hilarious.
improv. It's true. He's like, so when you see him like they're talking, and he's like, blueberry, that's completely improv. Like in the moment, because he had him and he couldn't stop snacking. And
it's not a bad idea.
No, I mean the thing, I think that RDJ was so likable as Tony Stark back in the day because there was so much of him in it, and it was just him
True.
being natural. He was not acting. Like
He wasn't-
there's
he was
so
just
much
being
of
a
it where
goofball.
he's
Did you
Right.
see what Bruce said? Bruce said,
Wait,
"Where's that
where-
damn intern that Ron doesn't pay?" Is he talking about MJ?
I don't think so.
You don't pay
I
either
think
one of us. So.
there was an intern joke on one of the shows, and I can't remember what it was about exactly. John the Beagle Dad, watching over on your channel.
Oh, I forgot to put
MJ said that if she can be here, she's going to be here, but I think she's in a meeting right now. But I think MJ might come here. I know there's another person who is often on the show, but she is definitely busy with some other activities right now.
Vacation.
As we have taken over her channel. Want to talk about what's happening Friday?
Yes, Friday. Yes.
Wait, how come you're the still one now, and I'm?
Because I am doing that on purpose.
Oh, okay. Look at that, Kit Kat. Look at you, Kit Kat. Look at what Kit Kat just did. No, Bruce Newhouse said the intern who is supposed to attend Ron's guest every night. I don't have one of those. I wish. Kit Kat has chimed in and gifted 5 Follow the Bradley's Fun memberships. Kit Kat, everybody loves your clip. Let's give Kit Kat her due. Meow. This is me finding the clip. Well, look at that. And just in time to meet the membership goal for the day, Texas 8412 chimes in and gives 5, which means we have hit the membership goal for the day, which means if we hit the super chat goal for the day as well, I will add a live stream. You guys are just going to have to know that because I don't think I can change it or anything. But hey, there we go. Texas 8412 gifted memberships. Yeehaw! Let's dance like we's in Texas. And gosh dang it, from the bottom of my heart, thank you.
You know,
I don't do that well at all.
Sean might have a good thing. I mean, Deezerland is fun. We can go.
I saw that. I was like, you know what? I haven't done. I don't think I've
Sean,
even done a
how do you
video
know
on
about Deezerland? Have you been there?
That's a good question, Sean. Have you been to Deezerland? Have you seen the Mach 5? That's literally my favorite thing about going to Deezerland is that they have.
I haven't seen the James Bond
life
room yet. I want to know if that's done.
Ooh, yeah. Sean says he's been there, so cool.
What's your favorite room, Sean? At the time, mine until I seen it, the car museum. I like the Batman room now.
The car museum, yeah.
Yep.
So Deezerland is very close proximity to the fun spot that my ride is at. And for years, I falsely thought that the Sky Screamer at the Kissimmee one, the Kissimmee fun spot by Old Town, I thought that was the one I had been on, and I realized that's not it. So the one that's at the Sky Screamer ride that's located at the fun spot on International Drive close to Universal, that Sky Screamer ride is physically the same exact one that I did the commercial for in Las Vegas 26 years ago. And it's still weird to me to this day that it exists in Orlando. But the funny thing was, so I often thought that it was the one on 192. And I could see that from my vantage point working at Toledo, because Toledo's I was like on the 15th floor or whatever, top floor of, Grand Destino Tower. And so I would tell people, hey, I did the commercial for that. And it wasn't true, but it was kind of. But the funny thing was, when I did the commercial for it in Las Vegas at the time, I worked at the Stratosphere Tower. So from the Stratosphere Tower, I could look over and down the strip and see the MGM Grand from the Stratosphere Tower and see the ride and see my commercial going. And now 20 some odd years later, I was working at the Grand Casino Tower and could see the ride from where it was like, and it was 2 different states, 2,000 miles across the country, the same ride. It was just like trying to wrap my head
So they
around that
moved
was
the ride.
bizarre.
That's all.
I know, but it's just like the fact
It
that
followed you. It's
I know.
haunting you.
Well, no, it's I
Run.
technically I
Come
followed
ride
it
me,
because
Ron.
I know it's
Ride me
I want to go
again.
out there. I got to go out there and I got to talk to those people at some point in time and to see what the deal is. But we got to get to our stories. So, yeah. I don't know how many stories we're going to do today because I don't know how long I'm going to be able to last, but we're definitely getting the headline story.
So straight to the headline. Let's do it.
Yeah, this is heartbreaking for me, and I'll tell you why once we get to it. What was the other thing that I wanted to talk about? There's something in my head. I forgot. I completely forgot what it was. I was like, I'm going to get to it. Get somebody in the chat. If you remember, you can remind me and I'll get to it. Instead, right now, we're going to go on to the first story. Here's our headline out of thatparkplace.com book market. If you have not done so yet, Daredevil Born Again viewership drops 50% from season 1. This is by our good friend Trevor Denning. Yeah, it's so bad. I mean, the viewership is so bad. The show is not awful. It's not great, but here's what I think they have done. There's a couple reasons why before I get into the story. I mean,
I seen last season and I watched the first 2 of this season and I stopped.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. Yeah. So part of it, there's a lot of reasons why the viewership is dropping so bad. First of all, there are people from all over the political spectrum that watch this. And when you watch this season, you're like, okay, are they trying to draw a parallel between the anti-vigilante task force and how bad these people are in the show? And are they trying to draw a parallel between them and immigration enforcement? Which, by the way, that's conflated, but it does seem like they're trying to draw that. And they try to draw a parallel between Wilson Fisk and Donald Trump. You know, there's a lot of people that, for very understandable reasons, don't like that parallel because they don't really need to do that. I will say this. I think that even back in the 80s in the comic books, there were people that were trying to draw parallels between Donald Trump as a real estate tycoon kingpin type and Wilson Fisk. They both lived in New York. They were, people. There are a lot of people that didn't like Trump back in the. Listen, I didn't like Trump back in the day. When I didn't like Trump's personality so much when he was a business tycoon guy. His personality is still kind of off-putting, but policy-wise, what he's doing, I approve of a lot of it. Not all of it by any means. Never have any politician. Yeah. But I think that that's one of the things that puts people off. There's several things though that are putting people off from the show, in my opinion. First of all, I love the acting of Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio, but here's what happened. There are a couple reasons why the viewership is falling off. One, that whole political thing. People don't want to watch that. They're like, this is stupid. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to watch it. Second thing, they totally nerfed the Daredevil character in She-Hulk. People got excited that he was coming back when they saw him as a lawyer in the Spider-Man movie. And then they nerfed him in She-Hulk, and they were like, this is ridiculous. And then the Netflix series was very, very popular. Daredevil was very well received then, but the gap between the Netflix Daredevil season 3 and the Daredevil Born Again season 1.
The Netflix series was so good.
It was so much better. It was
I mean,
well written, well
I mean,
filmed.
you know, Netflix has their problems, but they did a better. They did better Marvel. They just did.
Well, okay, so if you remember at the time, Marvel Television was divided from the MCU. And so you have a whole hugely different creative team that was involved. No Disney, no MCU, no Kevin Feige looking over your shoulder. They grounded it and they made it gritty and they made it good, and it was awesome. And then they nerfed him. They also wasted so much time bringing the show back, and then Born Again season 1 was a Frankenstein's monster of a show. So, and then from that to this, you add the politics onto that, and I think you have killed what should be a great series, should be a redeeming series. I'm still watching it because I do want to see how the story plays out, but it's like, again, for me, with everything that has been Disney Marvel, especially since 2020, it's like so much potential just wasted. And I hate that. I hate that. Yeah. I totally I have issues with a number of President Trump's actions or lack of, and I'm hoping for more of some of his action. But I watch TV and movies to escape reality. That's an
That's it.
excellent.
When I go to a movie, I do not want to remember real life unless it's some kind of documentary on real life.
Right. Like you have a purpose. And when you go to watch Daredevil and Wilson Fisk, like, okay, there was a scene where they fought this season, and I'm like, that is a great part of the show. More of the show needs to be like this. We need to see the showdown between these two. What they did with the anti-vigilante task force and making it way too much to where they wanted to politicize it, and it's obvious, was a dumb decision. So let's read the story. Let's see what Trevor has to say. The second season of Daredevil Born Again has reportedly seen a 50% drop in viewership compared to its already troubled first season. And that's what's really interesting about this is, of course, how they were trying to hype it up. Do you remember, Tom? They were trying to hype the series up for season 2 and say, we know we messed up the first season. It was kind of a Frankenstein's monster, but we are unleashing this season. It's going to be like nothing you've seen before. They really tried to hype it up, and yet the viewership went the other direction. While the revival of the former Netflix-era MCU series was positioned as a strong addition to Disney Plus, third-party streaming analytics suggest that Daredevil Born Again has struggled to create any momentum. It's more than struggled. It's not being viewed by hardly anybody, comparatively speaking. Production challenges and a reworked first season. So season 1 launched with strong interest and fuel by the return of Charlie Cox and Matt Murdock, Vincent D'Onofrio's Wilson Fisk. The series also leaned heavily on nostalgia from the original Daredevil show. However, its development was marked by significant production challenges. Showrunners and head writers Chris Ord and Matt Corman had reportedly completed nearly half of the season before the 2023 writers' strike disrupted production, and according to reporting, Marvel executives, including Kevin Feige, felt every time I see his name, I want to pronounce it Kevin Feige. It looks like it should rhyme with beige. Anyway,
I'm just not saying nothing. I'll behave.
Felt the series was not coming together as intended at that stage. Hollywood Reporter and noted that Ord and Corman were let go before Marvel had secured a replacement. Dario Scardapane or Scardapane, I've heard it pronounced both ways, was later brought in as a new showrunner and tasked with reworking the series, shooting new material to shift the narrative direction while also salvaging as much of the existing footage as possible. He has since described the resulting first season as, and this is his description, a cobbled together Frankenstein. So see, it's not even me saying it. It's actually the showrunner saying it. Tracking data from Illuminate indicates that Daredevil Born Again Season 1 viewership came in 8.3 million views. In total, Daredevil Born Again recorded around 24 million watched hours and 1.44 billion minutes watched. It's different when you break it down by the minute. There's John Bernthal as the Punisher and Charlie Cox as Matt Murdock in Daredevil Born Again. By the way, the Punisher is coming up as its own 1 hour standalone. I'm wondering how it's going to do in light of this. While promoting Daredevil Born Again Season 2, Scardapane promised a more unified vision. However, viewership indicators suggest that it has not translated into sustained audience momentum. And by the way, one of the biggest complaints that I've seen from those who are trying to watch is that they wish that it was dropped the same way they dropped the Netflix series, which was all at one time, so people could binge it. And, Daredevil, I will say the narrative lends itself to binging it because there are just these long scenes that play out that are necessary, but you get bored and then you're wise. It's hard to describe. It's better to be, it would be better if you binged it. Season 2 viewership decline. Comparatively, Season 2 has reportedly accumulated 4.5 million views, along with 10.8 million watched hours and 652 million minutes watched. Viewed. According to Illuminate's data, this represents a decline of roughly 46 to nearly 55% compared to the first season. However, it's not the only third-party tracking that suggests Disney Plus Revival is struggling. According to Nielsen's streaming original rankings for the week of March 23rd through 29th, the week of its premiere, Daredevil Born Again Season 2 did not break into the top 10. And just looking at the list there, Tom, can you see that list okay?
Does that say Beauty in Black?
Yes, it does. Beauty in Black is number 1 on Netflix.
Yeah. Okay.
But if you look at the channel, look at the streaming providers on the right. What do you not see there on the right? There's no
squeak.
There's no Disney Plus.
There's no squeak.
No mouse, no squeaky mouse, no Disney Plus. There's a Hulu in there somewhere in the middle.
So technically, that could be them.
I mean, they're owned by Disney now, but really, when I see Hulu, I just think Epic Universe because
a show called Paradise. Am I reading that right?
Yeah, it's Paradise. I can't remember who's in it. I've seen the advertisements for it, but instead, it reportedly fell below the 449 million minutes viewed threshold set by Netflix. Peaky Blinders, which occupied the number 10 position. It also trailed behind Amazon's Invincible, which is a superhero animated series, and Netflix's One Piece, a manga adaptation, undercutting arguments that audience decline is driven solely by superhero fatigue. Interpretation and creative direction. We'll get to that in a moment. There is no I don't think it's superhero fatigue. I think it's bad storytelling.
I think it's
fatigue.
Remember the old Reese's thing? You put my chocolate in my peanut. You put your chocolate in the peanut butter. You put your peanut butter in my chocolate.
I love that.
You put your politics into my TV shows.
Well, yeah. The Reese's makes much better chocolate and peanut butter makes a much better mix than politics and TV shows.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying. It's that same thing. It's like they haven't figured it out yet. All
right, so let's read on about this interpretive and creative direction. All right, so here we go. Critics suggest the decline in Daredevil Born Again Season 2 viewership may stem from what they describe as the show's heavy-handed political messaging. Ahead of the second season's debut. I know, right? What a surprise! Showrunners and cast members frequently emphasize real-world interpretations behind the story. Because I don't know if you knew this, Tom, but, of course, vigilantes are representative of the millions upon millions upon millions upon millions of people who streamed over the border from Mexico illegally without proper documentation coming into our country, many of which are actually horrific people who have done horrific things. There's good people among them too, but there are ways to cross the border legally, and millions were allowed in.
Just regardless, why are they making a vigilante task force? Why are they trying to coincide that? A vigilante, Daredevil is a vigilante. The vigilante's a vigilante. Ha. Punisher, all these things they're considering vigilantes. Why politicize that?
Well, here's the
It's
thing.
supposed to happen in
Why-
Hell's Kitchen in New York City. They have enough crap going on there. They don't need to get that way with it.
what they could have done, they could, in creating the task force, what I think that they did wrong, because I think there's a precedent in the comics for like the group, but what really appears to have happened is they went out of their way to find agents of a particular real group and say, how could we dress our guys up to make them look like this as much as possible, and also put a Punisher symbol on the costume, which is also what they did. Because in the first season, their costumes were much more akin to, we're going to try to showcase, like, emulate Punisher. But in second season, the costumes changed in a big way. Sorry. And I it was dumb. It's a dumb move. The people out in because it's created by people in California who are just not, they don't get the rest of the country. They don't get the rest of the world. I don't think. I think there's a really tiny bubble.
Know the difference between a Klingon in Star Trek or a Klingon circling around their anus.
At the red carpet premiere, Vincent D'Onofrio, who plays Wilson Fisk, said, "Being a New Yorker, what we are doing in the second season would truly be frightening for a New Yorker." He reinforced by adding, "There are aspects of what we do now in the second season that are scary to think about if they were real." Which, I mean, he's basically saying they're not real, and nothing's not, it's not. So to convolute it and make it part of that, I just think it's ridiculous. Anyway, with the third season already confirmed, it remains to be seen whether the showrunners will pursue another creative adjustment in response to audience reception or continue refining the direction they've set in place. Which, I mean, they're setting this in the same universe where they're about to bring Spider-Man into the picture, where Punisher is going to be a part of the Spider-Man movie, where Daredevil is probably in the Spider-Man movie, even though Charlie Cox has denied it. And I don't think any of what they're doing in the show is good for Spider-Man.
So, Punisher with Spider-Man.
Have you seen the previews?
Purposely, no.
He's in the trailer.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's an interaction between Punisher and the odd thing is they know each other. Not only do they know each other, but they, like Punisher and Spider-Man in the movie, it's clear that there's some kind of relationship that they've developed, because he's like Spider-Man calls him, "Go away." He's like, "Go home, Frank." I mean, he's like there's something. So my question is, will they dump Spider-Man into episode 8? Will Frank Castle be in episode 8? Jessica Jones has had a minor return that fans are incredibly disappointed with, because they didn't bring her in until episode 6. They teased that she was going to be in the entire season. She's not.
Did they bring Luke
and
Cage
also
back?
They mentioned Luke Cage in the last episode. I've been following it. I have liked the show to a degree, but been disappointed that it's not the show that it once was. Love Wilson Bethel as Bullseye. He's actually my favorite part of the show this season. I think that what they're doing with the Bullseye character could lead to some really, really good things. But the problem is, again, much like Superman felt like a guest star in his movie last year, Daredevil feels like a guest in his show this year. Like, he doesn't feel like he's a big part of the show. And it's kind of weird. It's very, very convoluted. Just not that great at all. It's
We'll have to see what they do next year. I'll watch the rest of them and See how they say it.
It's not doing anything for Marvel, for the MCU. It's not helping them out in the way that they hoped it would. And they got to cut this BS woke stuff out. They have to cut out the politics. They have to cut out trying to. There are people who have this this idea, this bubble in their head. They live in this bubble and they want the whole rest of the world. They want to preach. They got to stop doing that. It's just got to be right versus wrong, good versus evil, and go back to good old-fashioned superhero storytelling. The first thing that Daredevil ever did.
It's a superhero. Look, there's an alien from outer space. Okay, that equals good. Oh, look, there's a bad guy who's a mutant from the sewers. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a bad guy crime boss. Okay, that's good too. And he gets thrown into a vat of something and he mutates. That's even better. Stop the real life crap.
Yeah, they just got to stop going for that. But I will tell you one thing for sure. Daredevil has lost his super, but fortunately, we have not.
Back to Super Chats.
Well, that's a little bit loud. Thank you for warning me.
Sorry, I should turn the volume down on that. Sean, formerly the artist John, Deezerland awaits you guys for $4.99. Thank you very much for that, Sean. For $4.99, Deezerland awaits you guys. We need Church Street Station 2. That's probably not around. So SeaWorld, I'm just throwing out ideas. So definitely SeaWorld. My kid's been wanting to go to Aquatica, so we got to do that. Deezerland for sure. I don't know if I would do a live stream at Deezerland or if I just do a vlog. Well, I can tell you one place I'm not going to, Tom. Sloth World. Definitely not going to Sloth World.
No, but Machine Gun World would be fun. We can go if somebody wants to fund our venture there. It's very expensive. It'd be a good time.
Did you see the website for Sloth World now? Because I thought this was funny for those that were watching Vash's show. I looked it up.
It's bad, dude. I've been upset with that.
No, but there's a I think it's let me see if I can find it. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, did you see the super from O2RR?
We will get to that in just a moment. Let me see here. I want to share this real quick though. This is the Sloth World website right now. That's it. That's what you get when you go there. I don't think they're working on anything amazing. I think they're just shutting down. God. It's the people that were running it were the actual sloths. That's horrible. But yeah. Sean, let's celebrate this super for Sean. Oh, with right here.
Is it too much? Too much? It's just perfect! Oh, this is just the best of my scene.
My goodness, all right, we are getting close to the goal as well, but Izzo's Place dropped 5 gifties. Gifty. Thank you, Izzo's Place. Izzo, let's celebrate. I love your I don't think we played this in a hot minute either. Izzo's Place. So this is always a fun one to celebrate. Izzo,
to Izzo's Place. Cheers.
Oh man. Texas, we'll miss you, buddy. Let's see here. We also have, and I think this is the one Tom was referring to, from O2RR for 499. What kind of a super chat goal would it take for us to get magically MJ to feed a gator at Gatorland? I'll take
She
Gatorland.
can't defend herself right now, so I don't think we should comment on that. We should ask her when she's here.
We'll have to ask her for sure. But
the technical question, wouldn't that super chat have to go to MJ? Because that might be traumatizing for her.
Well, I thought we wanted to traumatize her. Is that we don't want to traumatize her? Is that what you're saying?
I think she's already traumatized from being friends with us.
That's probably true. I'm sure she is. Let me show you. Let me see if I can do this.
Yeah, you're frozen. I can tell you're doing something in the background.
I'm frozen.
Your computer has a tell.
My computer has a tell. Gatorland.
He's so cuddly. That'd make a nice holster. So would that one and that one.
These are just some random pictures of Gatorland back in the day.
Just swan puppies.
This swan puppies. Let's celebrate. O2RR when I find it. I was looking for a particular photograph. Let me see here. I don't want to bring up something I'm not supposed to bring up, so I got to hide them for a minute.
Oh, don't do that. Very bad.
Well, there's something I'm looking for, and I don't know. Ew. Oh, hey, there's the Goodyear blimp.
How'd you have my picture? Wait, what?
It's way too small. I can't share the blimp picture, but I actually saw the blimp fairly recently. I want to say a couple months ago. When I was working at Gatorland, I used to see the blimp all the time.
I see the blimps every time I go to the beach.
I would imagine you probably.
I'm not talking about the ones in the air.
It's probably some whale watching out there too.
Yeah, it's a little bit worse than that because the whales are actually more sedate.
It's so funny because when I type in Gatorland for my photograph search, I get a lot of pictures of my caricature stand.
Well, that's because it probably tagged where the photo's taken. You probably had like a location.
Exactly. You guys want to see what my caricature stand did look like? That's funny.
So why don't you have characters of yourself in the background?
Just I dealt with caricatures for years and years and years and years, and I got so burnt out. Honestly. On all things caricature. It was just I was trying to see if I could find the picture of the gator eating the gator. Because I know I have it in here somewhere.
Gators will eat anything.
They will eat anything, and because they can digest anything.
Yep, they're sort of like goats.
Gators have an amazing system. No, that was a Florida panther. Well, no, I'm not finding what I need to find here. But I think we do have another super chat to get to. Am I wrong? I think we do. Bruce Newhouse says, just because. Well, just because, obviously, that's one that definitely deserves a little culture bear.
I just had to answer a question
African
for Sean.
river.
He asked me what my
you
favorite
go.
animal skin is: python, gator, croc, ostrich, and it's African river snake with ostrich after that, gator, and then shark.
Izzo wants me. I know he's goading me. I know he's
Yes, he
goading me.
is.
You ready?
Not really.
There you go. That's it. That's exactly it, man. We have
It helps if you
this
can
story.
do middle growl vocals.
Guys, we have breaking news. I don't know if you're ready for news to be broken, but we have a breaking news story right here. This is out of thatparkplace.com. Bookmark it if you haven't done so yet. Will Jimmy Kimmel be fired?
Yes, please, Lord.
Report claims ABC affiliates already pulling support. Yeah, let's see what happens. This is by our good friend Marvin Montanaro out of That Park Place. Just popped up on thatparkplace.com. Bookmark it if you haven't done so yet. The future of Jimmy Kimmel Live is suddenly under scrutiny as a new report claims ABC affiliates may already be distancing themselves from the late night host, raising fresh questions about whether Jimmy Kimmel could actually be fired amid mounting backlash. The report, published by the U.S. Sun, alleges that stations across the country were instructed to pull promotional content for Jimmy Kimmel's show, with one unnamed insider suggesting that a more drastic move could be coming. However, as of now, no official confirmation has been provided by ABC or its parent company, Disney. Disney. Report claims affiliates are pulling Kimmel promotions. According to the report, ABC affiliates were told to remove scheduled promotional clips for Jimmy Kimmel Live this week, a move that, if accurate, would signal at least some level of internal concern about the ongoing controversy. An unnamed source claimed the decision to fully remove Kimmel seems imminent, though the report relies entirely on anonymous insiders and doesn't include any on the record confirmation from ABC executives or Disney leadership. That distinction matters. While pulling promos could indicate internal hesitation or damage control, it does not necessarily confirm that Jimmy Kimmel is fired or even close to being removed from the network lineup. But the backlash does intensify after Melania Trump comments. So here's what happened. If you are not up to date or on this, the controversy stems from remarks Kimmel made about First Lady Melania Trump, where he referred to her as looking like, quote, an expectant widow during a recent monologue. The comment sparked immediate backlash. And there you can see what it was. Our First Lady Melania is here. Look at her, Melania, so beautiful. Mrs. Trump, you have a glow like an expectant widow, which, rude. First Lady Melania Trump issued a rare public response condemning the remarks as corrosive and calling it on ABC to take action. President Trump followed up with his own statement demanding Kimmel's firing, escalating the situation into a broader political flashpoint. The backlash intensified further following a violent incident at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, which added a more serious tone to the conversation surrounding rhetoric and responsibility in media. Again, we just discussed, hey, stop putting politics in the things that you want to turn to be entertained by. Your thoughts, Tom?
Okay. As a husband, if I heard that comment, I'd be most likely looking for bail money. And I think we lost Ron. He is hard frozen. There he is. He's back. I thought he was like, huh? What? Did I see a Scooby snack? No, honestly, this guy he's a menace. He's an absolute menace. His jokes stink. He that's nothing funny about that. Regardless, even if there wasn't a deletion attempt, it's he should be taken off the air for this.
The thing is, in the past,
I know what he did in the past, and that's
no,
the
I'm
thing.
not talking about him in the past. I'm talking about Disney set a precedent where they would take people off the air for so much less just because they decided that the person said something that they personally disagree with, not something that the public necessarily disagree with, not something that the public would think was reprehensible, but something that Disney internally decided their individual, some person making that decision, just didn't like it.
You know the thing is, what he said. You're gonna make fun of the man. Go ahead. What are you making fun of his wife for? What are you making fun of? Why are you poking at the first lady for? Why do you think that's funny? You call her beautiful and then you just smack her with that? What kind of demented twit are you, Jimmy?
He's all kinds of a demented twit, I would say. I just think that there's so much. His rhetoric it's not just one thing. It did typically, as a cast member at a park, you would be so fired for so much less than what he has done, and yet what he has done is very public and is beyond freedom of speech. It's actually, literally the inciting of violence.
Let's just take just a normal person's job. If you said that, you would be fired, especially in a right to work state. If one of the things, don't bring politics here, don't do that. That's, it's just wrong. It's, you can speak freely. You could have your opinions and everything. But when you're a capacity like that, there's a difference between comedy. Who was that comedian who had severed head of him?
Oh, that's all about Kathy Griffin.
Canceled for a lot of stuff, right? She's basically been done since then. Why
she
hasn't he been?
She has. But I mean,
why hasn't he? What makes him so special?
I don't know. Disney gave him this platform. He's losing the company money. That's what's even worse. Like, what deal with the devil did he sign up for that he can stay on the air, get paid what he gets getting paid, and losing the company money on a constant and consistent basis? It's bizarro world. And I don't get it. Listen, I've been in the audience, the studio audience for the Tonight Show with Jay Leno. I was there once. I was in the studio audience for Howie Mandel show. Very, just a couple times in my life, not a lot. But I know. So there is coaching that is done for the studio audience. What happens before the show, they have what's called there's a position called the warm-up guy. The warm-up guy is typically a stand-up comic or somebody else who comes out, warms up the audience, says, this is what we need you to do. They point out to the signs. Here's a sign that says applause, cheer, clap, whatever, laugh. There's like a sign for laughter. All of that happens. That's all true. It's very, the signs do come on. They indicate. So some of the laughter from the crowds and stuff, it's not even, it's coaxed and not, organic, not necessarily legitimate.
Yeah, because you're sitting at home and you're sitting there watching it going, why the hell did they clap for that? Or why did they find that funny?
I mean, it's like this, like not much of an audience there. I don't get it. I literally don't get it. I don't know why Jimmy Kimmel is still on the air, why he hasn't been pulled. I don't know why The View hasn't been pulled, honestly. There's so many things.
I can tell you why The View hasn't
literally
been pulled. You know why The View hasn't been pulled? Because they don't know where to stick them.
Why is that?
They don't know where to put them.
I can tell you where.
Well, I know where to put them, but think about it. If you had this thing and like, okay, we know these ladies are here. At least they're not out in public at large.
Oh,
see what I did there?
Hey, Whoopi Goldberg's she's pretty large.
I said at public at large. There's a difference. You know, if she walked through that Target thing instead of the guy with the lawnmower, maybe the doors wouldn't have broke.
I don't know, but I will tell you what I hope that I never run into any of them at large or in Publix or in any of those places. And you actually could here in Florida.
Honestly, what they say on their thing, I don't honestly know if it's an act or not with them.
The View?
You know, I don't honestly know if they're so vile on TV on purpose. Is what I'm getting at.
Well, I am sure that there is a degree of acting and emphasis that goes into that. With Jimmy Kimmel, I actually think that he's become the awful person that he portrays himself to be because he actually thinks that he's in the right. I believe that, and you know, this is the same guy who was a co-host of The Man Show.
Oh, I remember him in The Man Show. And I'm thinking I wish we could go back in time and use a large trout to smack him in the face with.
Iger never should have given him the job. By the way, he was hired by Iger for this late night show. Well. And there you go. I mean, this Jimmy Kimmel is the perfect example of Iger's leadership at Disney. And let's hope that Josh tomorrow does a better job with the things coming tomorrow.
Back to Super Chats.
I padded that when it came in, as soon as you hit the button on my side.
Oh. O2RR for 199 power to the 199 Epic Universe in Gatorland all the way.
I would love to go back to Epic.
I probably won't be going. Yeah, I want to go back to Epic, but Gatorland is much more likely that I'll be able to do.
Well, we are going to have a small visitor at the end of this coming month, the end of May, and I'm going to be taking her to Universal and everything. So I don't know. Epic might be in it. I don't know.
Well, let's hope you get the opportunity to do that. Guys, we're just about at the end of the show. You are more than welcome to chime in with last couple supers. We're just shy of the super goal, but we did meet the goal on the memberships. We surpassed it, so thank you so much for that. That's awesome. But first, before we do anything else, it's time to celebrate O2RR. We love celebrations. Yay!
Hey, Ron, you know you had the Gator meeting call, right? Do you want to know what Whoopi's meeting call is?
Say that again?
You have the Gator meeting call, right?
Uh-oh.
You know what Whoopi's meeting call is?
Yeah, I know. I want to hear Whoopi's meeting call.
Moo.
What is that?
Moo.
Moo. I guess that's better than going with yeah. And Going Shogi
Going
comes
Shogi.
in with 5 for the goal.
Uno
We're
more.
4 out of 5 right
Uno
now.
more.
We need one more fiver. Uno mas fiver, and we get the goal. Let's see what happens when we play Shogi's clip. Let's see. I got it somewhere. Reggie, let's go.
The first chef and the last chef looks like he's like Carrot Top from hell.
He's actually better looking than Carrot Top. Carrot Top's messed up his face in real life.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know what happened with Carrot Top. I still want to see if I can find.
He's
that
in our
stupid,
area, you know that? I think he's in Winter Park.
Carrot Top?
Yeah, I think he lives in Winter Park.
I thought he was in Vegas.
No. He has a house here.
Is he? Is he not in Vegas anymore?
He has a house
wow.
here, but I don't know if he's doing stuff in Vegas. But he has a house in Florida.
I mean, there are a lot of celebrities that have houses in Orlando, like a ton. I don't know how often they are here, but there are. Yeah,
you could see him. You run into him.
I swear I'm gonna find this picture of the gator eating the gator, because I think people may not believe me, but it's not. They're all over each other. Oh, this is funny. Want to see a gator riding a gator? This is funny.
Well,
all right, guys, we are 4 out of 5 for the goal. The last one's just a $5, $4.99. If you can get it, that would be great. But I'm going to show you some pictures of gators in the meantime. That's a gator riding a gator.
All you're doing is making me want to find my holster and show off that dang holster. I don't know.
Well, I need a new wallet, so that's what it's making me want. Is like I'm looking at it and going, I would love a new pair of boots or a new wallet. Those would be great.
I can get my buddy to make you a new wallet.
Out of gator?
Oh, he'll do a gator. He'll do horsehide on the inside, so it's nice and and strong. Or you can do ostrich. As I said, I like the African river snake, and it's a nice texture. Let's see. I'll send you the picture of. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see if I can find it. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. Okay.
Trying to blow that picture up. It's not working. So I know that I've said in the past how close it was that I used to work with gators. Here's a photograph of it, guys. So you can see the gators resting on the island right there. What'd you send me?
That is the picture of the river snake holster with a Hudson H9 with the Mandalorian stuff. Actually, it's Boba Fett's mythosaur before the Mandalorian even came out.
Wow, that's cool looking, man. That's really, really
If you
cool.
wanted to share it, you could. I guess send it to you on X.
The other back channel that we have.
Okay, yes.
But yeah, this is actually a photograph of me when I was working at Gatorland in 2012. It looks like January 1st, 2012. New Year's Day, 2012, back in the day. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and call it and say that we got the goal, because I know O2RR chimed in with a super chat. Got enough of the supers. And we'll just say that what I'm going to do is I will put up on my community tab a poll of different locations to live stream at. You guys can pick one.
It's sent. Go ahead. Show it off. I want
What the
Sean to
heck
see
is
this.
that? What the heck is that? Hold on a sec. Look at this. I don't know if this is a gator. I don't know what this gator has in its mouth, but it's big. It might be chicken.
It looks like a chicken.
It might be a chicken. Let me look back here. You're gonna have to give me just a moment to find this, and there we go. Okay, let me see here. Oh, you know what? I just realized something I could do, probably. I have to. There's a couple of things that I have to do to manipulate this, and then I can get it on the screen.
Dude, man, cuz got it done, dude.
Oh, dude, man, cuz. Thank you, brother. Pitched in. I see that. We're gonna celebrate that in just a minute. As soon as I figure out how to manipulate this, that goes there. It goes into here. Then I go, nope, not there, not here. I do this. Sorry, there's a couple things that I'm doing, and there we go. And then you can do this. I can do it over here, and there it is. All right, now we gotta upload. I'm uploading, and then I'm downloading.
You shouldn't have to be doing that.
I know.
You know, I think I'm supposed to call Nolan tonight.
The thunder from down under.
I got to help him with a computer issue.
Let me see here. We're going to do this, and we're going to go out of looking for the alligators.
You're showing your whole screen.
I'm showing my whole screen right now. Look at that. There's my Google Photos. Let's see here. And we're going to update this. Yeah, you can see my process of creating the D'Onofrio. Why is this not working?
Because it doesn't like you.
It doesn't like me. Okay, while that is working, I think we do have at least something that we can celebrate.
Yep.
We got the goal, so let's celebrate getting the goal. Guys, get ready. We're gonna celebrate. Celebrating together. Here we go.
Too much? Too much? It's perfect! Wahoo! Oh, this is too much. Give me a break. I couldn't be more excited. Okay, this anticipation is making me mental. But if they say yes, you can be on the show. I think I would go so crazy.
And there you go. We got it.
Okay, Sean. There's the African green river snake with some. The Mandalorian symbol, the mythosaur, is actually on just plain. I believe that is horsehide.
And for those of you who I did. I actually, for some very strange reason that I can't explain, I really do like Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's so weird because there's so much of that show that goes totally against what I believe, and yet it entertains the heck out of me. Um, I think that they don't realize there's a lot of woke on that show, but the way that they present it, it's really, really funny. It seems to be making fun of woke while they're doing it. But I don't think they're aware of that. But it's pretty funny, except for season 8. Season 8 sucks. But there's a lot of it that's that I just find hilarious. And the other thing is I can't stand Andy Samberg in anything else. So it's really, really weird to me. It's just one of those things. So Sean asked you, Tom, what's the handle?
Oh, it's I was just telling him it's a walnut. It's a walnut grip with a burned in mythosaur.
Walnut burned in etch. There you go. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you for everybody that has chimed in today. Lots of gifties and stuff. We have Freedom Seeker out there. Kit Kat, Texas 8412. Sean, Izzo's Place 02RR. Thank you so much, Bruce Newhouse. Going Shogi and Dude Man Cuz, and of course everybody else that has been here today that is in the chat. Tom, where can the folks find you out there on the interwebs of ours?
Oh, you can find me what Shogi posted up there at my TJ Magnifi YouTube. You can find me modding all over different places. Pro Show, That Game Place, M4 Empire, Fake Wizard. Let's see, Lorena, Berry Place. Man, I am like a bad rash. I'm everywhere. But I got my own thing going on. I also am taking over Erica's channel for a couple weeks while she does something, vacation time. And that's going to be happening this Friday at 2 p.m. for Eastern Time for the Brood Banter Takeover. We got up some hijinks going on.
Hijinks there. And as for Follow the Bradley's Fun, I recorded today with Lorne Connor. And so I'm going to be working on that video. We're going to talk a little bit about Gina Carano and what's going on with Star Wars and the future of the franchise. So that should be interesting. So keep an eye out for that. Make sure that if you're watching our videos here on Follow the Bradley's Fun, if it has the hype button, hype it up. Click the hype because those hype points seem to be helping out a lot. Like, subscribe, share, throw it out there on your social media. Like Go and Shogi says, comment on things. You can come back into these videos and comment on them. All that stuff helps. We've hit 15,900 subscribers. I really want to get up to 16,000 within the next month if we can. And really, really want to go for some big growth this year. So I'm planning on putting out a lot more individual videos. Had some surprising success on the last one I did about Poe Dameron, and that's with you, Tom and Lou.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah. I put that dish video out as a separate video, and it's doing better than I would have thunk. So that's doing great. And you're tagged in it, so all good things there. So people can find your channel through it. And so we'll keep doing that. And then on the channel, because of today's, we'll be doing a special dish on Sunday. Look for that notification, and also a live here. I don't know if it'll be in the next few days, but I'm going to put a post up on the community tab of a poll of where we're going to do the live at. Deezerland, Gatorland, SeaWorld, Disney. I don't know. Could be any place. We'll see what ends up winning. Thank you so much, Bruce. Enjoy the night off dinner at Jula's in the Potomac. Thank you so much, Go and Shogi, for sharing out the spread shop. Oh, I've finally found the new link. Also, Go and Shogi. I was saying not this show, but because I had to re-sign up for it today, which was my Beachbody on Demand. That's the thing that I work out to, the streaming service I work out to. and there is a 25% off for a year on that right now. So that's a huge, huge deal. So I will get you that going, Shogi. Thank you, everybody that's in the stream. Thank you, Tom. Thank you all for being here today. And until next time, we'll see you real soon. Bye, everybody. Ciao.
Later.
Dishes are done, man. Cleans them down to the shot. Ah!